If you are an AV consultant or AV system designer, this message is for you. Hi, my name is Rupert Brown. Many of you will know me. I've been designing commercial audio-visual systems for over 15 years now. I've run design departments for integrators, as well as more recently I ran Experience Design for 6 years, New Zealand's largest specialty AV consultancy. At the beginning of this year, I sold off my shares in Experience Design and stepped down from the company to take some time to reflect. I also had some personal reasons. I wanted to move the family out of New Zealand, but I've taken some time to really look and analyze and think around what we're doing as a design industry. And I believe I've identified a pretty glaring gap in how we operate. And that is that all of our individual genius is all siloed within the companies which we work for. There seems to be, as far as I can tell, very little communication or collaboration that happens outside of our respective companies. And AV is such a large subject, and when I talk about audiovisual, of course I'm talking about control as well. Everything inside the building can kind of feed into the control aspect as well. So it's a massive discipline, and I dare say nobody is really across everything that happens inside of AV, no individual team or person. So it got me thinking, what if we could take all of the combined talents of all these clever people and bring that together somehow? And I thought about trying to hire everybody. My budget would not cover that. But what if there was a way we could do that? And that's why I want to spearhead a new initiative to bring together all of the great minds of audiovisual design and bring us into one group. The idea of this group is essentially to help everyone. So not to break the boundaries of just working inside of your individual company, but let's rise the tide for all ships. Let's help everyone do better at what we do. And I know some of you, initially when you hear that, there's probably going to be a bit of hesitance because maybe you've spent years refining what it is that you do with your drawings, processes, and systems. I know I traditionally had been, in the past, had been quite protective of my drawings as well. But I think what we'll find is that if the multiplying factor of us all working together, having a team of ninjas that genuinely want to help you, will far outweigh the benefits of whatever secret sauce you think that you have inside of your own business. So I'm calling on everyone. Let's come together and let's try and help each other. Like genuinely, really try and help each other, because if you think that the other integrator or the other consultant down the road is the real threat to you, then you're probably not looking at the bigger picture here. We've got real skills gap shortages. We've got people that aren't passionate about AV and user experience coming into our space, undercutting us and delivering pretty shit systems. And you might say, well, that's not me, but that does reflect on our industry as a whole. There needs to be a really meaningful gap between what we're delivering and what the generalists that dilute our craft are doing. And I think we've got a much better chance of achieving that across the board, again, if we all come together. So what do you get as part of this community? Well, essentially it is a supportive, collaborative space where you can meet your fellow design professionals. We're going to be able to share what we're working on, and I know that there's going to be limits to what people can share, but if you've got a specific challenge and a specific job, we don't need to know who the client is. Let's have a space where we can actually talk about that and see where our opinions differ and really dig into that, and hopefully we can all learn more as a result of that. We've got an area for technical questions, so if you have an issue or something you want to learn about a specific product, we've got site-wide search. You can punch that in and find any mention of that inside of the community. You can find that nice and easily and quickly. We're going to talk about new products that are coming to market, and not just I'm sure we've all got an inbox full of I don't want to talk about brands specifically, but say 1,000 emails from Extron about the next box that's come out. But I think what we're missing there is then a conversation around, that solves this problem that I have, or this would be great if we could do that, and let's kind of build some ideas with the new technology that comes in, and make sure that we're all making the most of it and we're all kind of on top of it. And I've got some other ideas, some big ideas. I think I'd like to bring some in-person events to this as well, but that's more of a let's say a phase 2 part of it. But essentially the idea is let's bring everyone together in a supportive environment and see if we can raise the standard for everybody across the industry. I'd like to elaborate a little bit more on why I've decided to do this. As I said, I sold out of the company that I was in, spent a lot of time reflecting, thought about starting a new consultancy and thought, well, that's really not that much different. I've just sold one, so starting a new one isn't pushing the boundaries that much. And then I thought about doing courses. So when I do some AV design courses for people to learn from, but then I thought, for me personally, as a busy AV design person, would I be that interested in, when I'm already doing AV design, would I be that interested in courses? And I wasn't sure. So I really got thinking about what would be the most valuable, the most awesome, and the most fun thing that I could think of that I could get as an AV consultant or AV designer. And I think about when I've had a lot of fun, and it's been meeting all these super cool, talented people in our industry, coming together at conferences and things like that. Being able to, if I could share with them what I'm doing, get their feedback, as well as potentially help them on their projects, to be able to share the outcomes of those projects together and celebrate that all together when we blow our clients' minds. Having a way that I could keep my finger on the pulse of what everybody's doing, and to meet new like-minded people and kind of come together. I think that, and having that kind of resource of is anybody, whatever the feature is, trying to use the new content input on the side of the QSYS panel, rather than just going to the couple of people that I know and asking them, why can't we put that out to the network and find out how the network is doing? And that's kind of the vision of what I would love to achieve. And I think we really need to do this to push things forward, because the reality, again, skills gaps and things like that, I think there's definitely room for us all to improve. So let's come together and in a friendly environment kind of push each other to be better as well. Thank you very much if you've made it all this way. If you are ready to join a community where AV designers and consultants are going to work together to ensure that we all do better work and have a lot of fun on the way, then please hit the join button, answer a few questions there. We will need to validate just to make sure that you are inside of the industry. This is a private group, and then we can, in short order, hopefully get you inside. Thank you very much for listening to me. Hopefully this is exciting for you too, and feel free to reach out to me directly if you have any questions. Thanks, guys. I hope to see you on the inside.